computer. All right, there we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to WWE Monday Night Raw. That's Mike, Sean. I'm John. Take it away, Mike.
Hi, everybody. Michael Paul back with you. As John mentioned, Sean is back with us. Supposedly, at some point, Sarah will be back with us. She should be here in a few minutes. We are about 15 minutes in, but before we get to that, I have some news. Where am I? Televangelist Jimmy Swaggart has passed away, but there's no known cause of death. Sean P. Diddy Combs, although having been convicted and acquitted of certain charges and convicted of certain charges, is still, even with the acquittal, not out of the woods. Now, with the acquittal, the sentence might be reduced from 40 to 20 years. However, there are charges on top of that that had to wait until the current case was over. So even with the acquittal, it looks like Sean P. Diddy Combs is not out of the woods quite yet. Apparently, a former security guard for Combs is going to testify in another case, filing separate charges from what Combs was convicted and acquitted of earlier. So we'll see how that plays out. Again, on top of that, televangelist Jimmy Swaggart has passed away. Jimmy was, I believe, 81. And that's all that I've got for right now. So we're about 4 minutes away. So thank you for joining us.
Do you want to say your goodnights?
Oh, God, yes, I almost forgot. To my girls, and I think it's very clear why I call them that. I don't need to rehash that again. That being said, to my girls, Christy, Crystal, Megan and Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, Caitlin, I love you all so much. Thank you for being such a wonderful part of my life. Each and every day, you bring nothing but sunshine, and I thank you for being an absolute blessing every day of my life and making every day of my life worthwhile because of each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And I've meant that from day one. God bless you. I love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Now.
Oh, shit. Guess whose son died today?
Hold on a minute. Now,
So,
what did you say?
you know Teddy Long, right?
Oh, yes, the son of former SmackDown general manager Teddy Long has passed away.
His son.
Yes, I know. I said the son of former general manager Teddy Long.
Yeah, he wasn't a wrestling fan. He started wrestling. But it was actually cool to see him once if he did appear with his dad.
So our condolences go to Teddy Long and his family.
There is a major
no cause of death mentioned in either case.
That was my phone. Sorry for that.
What was that?
I just told you that was my phone.
I know your phone made noise like that.
And tonight, the underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn, continues his quest to take out Seth Rollins and company. He takes on Seth's unpredictable badass, Braun Breaker, tonight. Main event, Jey Uso is here with the same thing on his mind. Take out Seth's Oscilla, Big Bronson Reed. They go one-on-one tonight. As for Seth Rollins, he meets this man, the remarkable Penta. Massive sport is settled with Seth Rollins live tonight. The Judgment Day is draped in gold and have a brand new member, Roxanne Perez. It was her idea to take out the woman who injured Liv Morgan. Kairi Sane versus Roxanne tonight on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, I did forget one other note. Though there is no release date, it seems that there will soon be yet another Terminator movie. Now, you're probably thinking there's 3 already. What would make this one different? I thought the same, but this, which by the way would be Terminator 4, I believe, would have Arnold along with his co-star WWE champion John Cena. So Arnold Schwarzenegger, John Cena, that sounds like a Hollywood combination. I don't know when the film will be out. I haven't found a release date, but it will be sometime this year. My best guess would be sometime next summer in 2026.
Are you talking about Terminator 4?
Terminator 4? That's what we're up to, right?
Hold on. And I think that Jennifer's calling me. I'll be right back.
Oh,
I'm gonna make
for
this
fuck's
quick.
sake. Oh, for fuck's sake, when is Jennifer not calling you? She
I'll
always
make this
calls.
quick, right?
Yeah, she always calls around this
And my mom's
time.
calling in a group call too. Be right back.
God damn it.
Hey, what's up, Mom? Not much. Just gonna be watching wrestling with Michael.
Yeah, I know. How come you're walking away?
Because you and Jennifer called.
Okay, I apologize. I only meant to.
Mira, thirsty.
I would offer you one, but I think Carol's still here and I don't want her to get mad. Because I don't want to hear it. I don't have the patience for it.
What time did she leave?
I don't know. I thought she was already gone.
Let me answer, son. I'll be right back.
You did what?
I'm going to their song. I'll be right back. I won't take long. Okay?
I'm sorry, I'm not hearing you.
I need to touch their song. I'll be right back. Okay?
You need to talk to,
Sean Baxter. You know me.
oh, John.
Yeah.
Sounded like you were saying Sean.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I won't take long.
Okay. Okay, and here I am, all alone. Okay, I have a quick second because the person that I was watching wrestling with decided to just up and abandon me for some reason. So apparently I have an extra few minutes. So what's up? What? Dude, I thought, God, sometimes I think you call me for the dumbest reasons.
I can't hear you.
Not in microphone.
Sometimes,
I
what?
Well, I'm
Sometimes I think you call me for the dumbest reasons. I thought you had something to tell me.
too.
know.
Like,
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
I can't get to my email, okay? Tell them to go through Facebook. I've told them both that several times, and I've told you that several times, okay? Either give them my phone number or have them go through Facebook. I cannot get to my email, okay? Now, my guests are back and we're watching Raw. I'll talk to you later. Jesus Christ. Okay, sorry for the hold up. We're back.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome WWE Hall of Famer, the Iceman, Paul Heyman, Big Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth freaking Rollins. Well, this quartet has made a lot of enemies. And for Seth Rollins, his target is LA Knight, the man who he faces Saturday night. At Saturday night's main event on NBC and Peacock Live nationwide, 8 p.m. Eastern.
You okay?
Yeah,
What's on the phone with you, bro?
my friend Lawrence.
How does he know? Don't you know they were watching wrestling?
Well, that's what I asked him. A lot of times he calls me over nothing. Like, you know when John Cena's retiring and I'll be in the middle of something else. I said, is this the only reason you call me? And he calls me very late at night to ask me things like that.
I think Sean's so pissed off about Rollins winning Money in the Bank.
Are you?
I don't blame him.
Yeah, you know,
Dude.
I almost forgot. Our congratulations goes to the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Roman and his wife recently became the proud parents of, I believe, twin boys. No, that wasn't Roman. That was Rob Van Dam. the whole effing show, Rob Van Dam. So congratulations to Rob and to Roman. Roman will be back, but I'm sure now that he has 2 boys, he wants some family time. So I would guess somewhere between either Survivor Series or somewhere between Survivor Series and WrestleMania, he'll be back. Let's get back to Monday Night Raw.
I am standing here in this ring because Seth Rollins and the wise man Paul Heyman have a vision for this business that has me the face of WWE for the next 2 decades. I also have a vision of my own for a WWE, and that is a WWE without Sami Zayn. I do not like Sami Zayn. I don't like his ugly face. I don't like his stupid beard. I don't like his music. I don't like that you people sing it every time they cook. For the life of me, I will never understand why you guys cheer for someone that has the athletic ability of a dead fish. Someone that's never played sports. Someone that doesn't go to the gym. Someone that's hanging on to anything for dear life to get 5 more years so he can squeeze the last bit of little water out of the rag. Sami Zayn has an expiration date, and I'm going to put a stamp on it tonight. I promise you, Sami, I promise, if you come walking down this ramp, I'm going to maul your head off, and you're going to be looking at the lights by the end of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is
You good, Breaker? Simmer down, people. Braun is a tough act to follow, but so am I. I am the man that hit Seth with 6 tsunamis, hurting him so badly that it built a respect between you and I. So much so that Seth brought me into this group, brought me into his vision.
He sounds like Samoa Joe.
And with that vision, I will get the respect that I deserve.
I've noticed that, yeah. So is that what this group is called, Visionary?
Nah, it's still called the Paul Heyman guys.
And Jay Uso, Yeet Man, you do not respect me. So tonight, I will tsunami the respect into you, just like I did Seth freaking Rollins. Ladies and gentlemen,
My name is
is Paul.
Paul Heyman.
Tonight, the Empire strikes back.
Hey, sorry.
Oh, that was great.
Scratch that. Pull that up on YouTube later. That's
Hey,
a
sorry,
blooper.
like clapping
The
was too loud for
Empire
you this
tonight
morning at the warehouse.
strikes first.
My name is
First on our list, Sami Zayn. And I'm not going to try to follow that promo. If Sami hasn't hightailed it all the way back to Montreal by now, Sami, it's your ass, not mine. Tonight, Bronson Reed versus Jey Uso. I have love for my former bloodline member, Jey Uso, but let's be honest here. Roman Reigns doesn't have the balls to come back and step up against us.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Look at the look on Sean.
OTC, OTC.
OTC.
is MIA.
Oh.
And after tonight,
Uh.
Jey Uso
Uh-oh.
will be MIA, all thanks to the master of the tsunami, Bronson Reed.
Oh, shut up.
Well, guess what that means?
And now here's the big
No.
news in case you haven't heard. Tonight, Seth freaking Rollins, the biggest box office attraction in this entire industry. The man that pinned Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania, and it's not the first time he's done that either. Seth Rollins will don the tights tonight against Penta. Hey, mi buen amigo, aquí en la batalla yo estoy luchando con la vida. ¿Y tú? Tú es sucio de nada.
Oh, also, Roman was filming a movie.
Now, I'm neither young enough, nor hip enough, nor bad enough, nor bougie enough to understand these stupid freaking hand signals that Penta does. But by the time he gets stomped into the mat tonight, Penta will be in no shape to do these hand signals ever again. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. Well, boys, you covered everything, so I guess there's only one thing left to say. Providence, welcome to Monday Night. Bold predictions. by Seth Rollins' group here
Wait a
tonight.
minute.
Unpredictable
Okay.
and powerful.
Everybody's chanting OTC. He mentioned Roman Reigns. The
We're
show
all
is
going to
over
night
at
and ringside
10:30.
tonight. Michael Cole joined by
So
Corey
guess what
Graves and
happened
Corey.
at
For Seth Rollins,
10:25?
it's all about power,
Roman.
absolute power. We just heard a series of warnings from Rollins' entire group.
Welcome back,
Tonight, as Paul Heyman
Roman.
said, the Empire strikes
Welcome
first.
back,
It could be a
Roman.
really, really bad night for Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and Penta. And another group that is gaining power, Drake is gold now on Monday Night Raw. None other than the Judgment Day. Let's take it back to last week. It was New Day versus Balor and McDonough on the Judgment Day for the tag title. After a rare miscalculation by Kofi Kingston, Finn Balor would deliver a sling blade on the outside. Xavier Woods would need a pair of boots, and J.D. McDonough soaring through the skies, first with a moonsault, followed immediately by the coup de grace of Finn Balor and new World Tag Team Champions, the Judgment Day.
Hey, who's winning, boys?
Did you think?
Of course you are, aren't you?
Tight game. Come on.
Yo, what the hell is that? What? I made it for Dawn. Y'all, she's alive. She's been rehabbing every day. She's gonna be back real soon.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. You remember I hurt my shoulder? It took me 8 months to recover, and I'm tough. What do you think is a nice picture?
You know what would be a good picture? A nice picture is if we retain those women's tag team championship titles at Evolution. And maybe if some Chiquita does what she said she's gonna do and beats Kairi Sane tonight. I got you, partner. Too soon.
All right. Well, that's the girl sorted. Have you been talking to Pierce? You know what's coming down the line for us?
I haven't heard a whisper.
Well, his office is right down the hall there. Why don't we go down, knock on his door, see what's rotting around that bald head?
Oh, JD getting proactive. I like it. Let's go put some pressure on him.
Susie?
All right, boys. Yeah. Hey, by the way, thanks for this get well soon cake.
Is that you?
That wasn't us.
See?
Are you sure?
Get well soon, Dom. From AJ?
Hey, I have a doctor's note, AJ. You can't.
I have a note. And I cannot wait for AJ Styles to finally get his hands on Dominic Mysterio.
Well, okay.
I can't wait for you
Tonight.
to walk the plank, Michael
Right.
Cole. The
And
Pirate
Takes
Princess
the
is here.
title off.
The following contest is
No, they're saving it for
introducing
whatever the next
from
one.
the other
SummerSlam?
SummerSlam, yeah.
Periscope or telescope? All the above. I think a good pirate has options. Well, Kairi Sane goes one-on-one with Roxanne Perez of the Judgment Day. It's live on Netflix. In case one goes down, it malfunctions. Google Pirate. Monday Night Raw.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Apparently Donald Trump wants to hold
And
the
speaking of
UFC
evolution,
at the
the
White
tag
House,
champs of Raquel
but that's yet.
Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez will be defending the titles in a fatal four-way matchup. We know the team from Friday Night SmackDown, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. We know the team from NXT, So Ruka
Tonight,
and Zeri.
Corey Graves.
We don't know the team for Monday Night Raw yet, but it will be a fatal four-way.
And you know, in my opinion, it's not necessarily fair for the champions to have to defend their titles, particularly as a newly formed unit, without having all of the information about the competitors they're going to have to deal with.
And I don't agree with you there because Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis, our general manager, decided, hey, let's give the title to Roxanne. But if you want to be the tag team champions, you have to prove yourself. The best way to do that in a fatal four-way Sunday in Atlanta. Evolution gets underway. 7 o'clock East Coast, 4 o'clock on the West Coast. Peacock here on the States, Netflix internationally.
Look at this, Roxanne Perez out of the gate, just bringing the fire down across Kairi Sane with heavy right hands. This has got to make the Judgment Day as a whole very proud.
First time ever, one-on-one for Roxanne and Kairi Sane. But Roxanne did pin Kairi Sane last month in a fatal four-way in the Queen of the Ring tournament. That's when Roxanne, many believe, stole the victory from Liv Morgan.
I think many people only believe that because you push that narrative, Cole.
Roxanne bounced off the second turnbuckle by Kairi Sane.
Whoa! Roxanne Perez got out of the way of the Cutlass in short order.
And both of these women, former NXT women's champions. Kairi, a two-time WWE Tag Team champion, Asuka. Roxanne Perez, now a one-time WWE Tag Team champion, as he takes down Kairi Sane.
I just love the confidence of Roxanne Perez. She's got confidence and wisdom inside the ring beyond her years. Look at this. Great counter by Kairi, countered again by Perez, shoulders down.
And a kick out at 2 by Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane tried an unorthodox way of defending whatever Roxanne was looking for, and it almost backfired.
Evolution shaping up to be quite the event. Sunday in Atlanta, the second of its kind. The first, of course, back in 2018. As the women make history yet again this coming Sunday.
Kairi once again went for that spinning back fist. She calls the Cutlass. It'll turn your lights out in a hurry.
And Roxanne Perez hanging up Kairi on the second rope. The feisty, fiery Roxanne Perez, the prodigy as she's known.
The other guy.
This is Ryan. Go down again. Oh, kick out at 2, and another great counter by Roxanne.
Another one they said.
And look, Kairi Sane's lucky. You don't often get away with making the same mistake twice. Great jackknife pinning combination here.
I think
Twice
it's
Kyrie's
between
attempted the pinfall attempted. Twice
Sammy
Roxanne has countered.
and
Look at this.
Braun.
Nifty pinning combination, and a kick out at
Sammy
2 by
and Braun
Kairi.
is the main event.
And Kairi now, they're going to punish Roxanne Perez, who's scrambling to make it to the ropes and force a break.
Headset is applied and very wisely. Perez scrambling to the bottom rope, forcing the official to break the hold before too much damage is inflicted. Oh man!
We've talked quite a lot about what a year 2025 has been for Roxanne Perez. Set a record lasting longer in the Women's Royal Rumble than anyone in history. He was also a part of the Elimination Chamber, the Money in the Bank match, the Queen of the Ring tournament, now, of course, a tag team champion. And Kairi sends Roxanne toward the corner. Didn't get all of it, however.
Oh! Got all that!
Kairi Sane connecting.
A Cutlass back fist. I'm not entirely sure Kairi couldn't have a victory on her hands if she scrambled.
Now oh, and there's that flying forearm by Kairi Sane.
Smart move by Kairi, looking for a little insurance, some added punishment for Perez.
Using her momentum off the apron to take out Roxanne Perez, and Kairi in control.
Kairi needs to be aware of Raquel lurking not too far away, just on the other side of the steel ring stairs.
Kairi Sane now going to climb up to the top rope. Raquel Rodriguez causing the distraction, and Roxanne Perez
Goodness!
will take over.
Great wherewithal by Roxanne, realizing there was a moment to take advantage, and she did not miss it. Look at this. This is just brutal. Roxanne may snap the arm of Kairi.
Oh! Right to the wrist. Remember, a wrist injury. The Kairi Sane cost her a number of months of action. Roxanne's taking over. This is Monday Night Raw. We're sold out tonight in Providence, Rhode Island. Roxanne Perez, Kairi Sane, one-on-one, which has been a great matchup. And Kairi's starting to rally for it.
This is what Perez had to be aware of. You can't give Kairi the room to operate and strike as she does so proficiently. Beautiful neck breaker. That'll shiver your timbers, Cole.
And Kairi firing up. Raquel Rodriguez offering encouragement to her tag team partner, and now walking the plank. You're learning. Brian. Oh! Flying D rocks the jaw of Roxanne Perez. And now going up top, up to the top rope. Perhaps looking to put Roxanne away. The master of the insane elbow, but Perez out of the way in time. Roxanne scoops her up, looking for a quick win here, and a kick out by Kyrie. Oh, and a kick right to the face. That may have put Kyrie Sane on Dream Street. Roxanne, ooh, that running uppercut to the back of the neck. And now Roxanne Perez going to climb the ropes. Oh, there's a moonsault connecting to Kyrie. Hook to the leg. Somehow Kyrie kicks out. That springboard moonsault did some damage. Credit to the toughness of Kyrie Sane. Man, just infuriated Perez. Look at this. Focusing the attack once again on the damaged arm of Sane. Perez look into. It was almost a version of Penta's sacrifice. You're looking to break the arm of Kyrie, who's in deep trouble here. Writhing in agony. A look on Roxanne's face. Vindictive personality. Perez into the corner, nobody home. Kyrie caught her with a boot. Kyrie didn't get all of it. Maybe the only reason Perez is still in this fight. Look at Kyrie trying to muscle up Roxanne. What in the heck is she looking for here? Perhaps the Alabama slam as Roxanne Perez is just holding on here. Uh-oh. Roxanne. And again back to the injured arm. Been a great offensive strategy by one half of the tag champ. Perez has been locked in and laser focused. And Roxanne right to the back of the neck. And again, a near fall for Perez. But you can't not be impressed by the toughness and the grit and the pure will of Kyrie Sane to hang tough in this one. Yeah, Kyrie, who's been a champion all over the world. Mentioned undefeated in singles action since returning to the WWE after the arm injury. Also understand she holds several records in swashbuckling. Oh, really? That's what I've heard. I can't confirm or deny. Yachty. Ooh, and a headbutt by Kyrie. Knocked down is Perez. Not where Roxanne wants to be. Kyrie, top rope yet again. And down goes Perez. The adrenaline pulsing through Kyrie Sane. With the one bad arm, nobody home. Roxanne now.
You know that you're
Kyrie Sane, the Alabama slam delivered. Roxanne's down. Kyrie may have her where she wants her. Looking for the insane elbow. It is a sight to behold. Raquel Rodriguez coming to the aid of Roxanne. Maybe the official should do his job. Get Raquel out of here. Kyrie! With a flying cross body will take out Raquel. Roxanne Perez quickly on the attack. Well, unfortunately for Kyrie, attacking Raquel forced her to take her eye off the task at hand, that being Roxanne Perez. The numbers game call. Kick down low, Roxanne looking for pop rocks. Countered by Kyrie, shoulders down, backslide. Oh! Kyrie got it.
Here's your winner, Kyrie Sane.
No, I don't think I'm out of line by calling that a bit of a shocker. No one saw that coming. And Raquel Rodriguez from behind. Kyrie didn't see that coming. And now the double team by the tag team champions. Well, the damage has been done. This can't help Roxanne standing within the Judgment Day, particularly with Raquel. Well, if they destroy Kyrie, it will. Big boot by Raquel Rodriguez. Yes! Back up for Kyrie! Her former tag team partner, Asuka! Rushing to the ring! Asuka and Kyrie were part of the Kabuki Warriors. What a backhand by Asuka! Kick to the midsection. One of the most feared strikers in the game. The Empress of Tomorrow. The backhand to Roxanne. Raquel with a clothesline drops Asuka. powerhouse of the Judgment Day. Oh no, the Emperor's about to go for a ride. Raquel looking for the Tejano bomb. Kairi Sane though. Asuka into the armbar. And now Kairi from behind. Dumping Raquel over. A brilliant defensive double team by the former Kabuki Warriors. Here comes Asuka. Empress attack floors Rodriguez. And Roxanne trying to dump Kairi Sane, and Asuka now looking to put Roxanne down for good. Sending her up for Kairi. Top rope. Insane elbow. Welcome back to the Kabuki Warriors. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and tomorrow morning, Sam Roberts and Megan Morant will bring the juice. It's Raw recap. Talk everything. Monday Night Raw tomorrow, wherever you get your podcasts. And I'm sure they're going to talk a lot about that matchup that we just witnessed, and also a lot about Saturday night's main event Evolution coming up this weekend. Well, you know, Sami Zayn, back at Night of Champions, beat Karrion Kross. He thought he was through with Kross. But Kross didn't feel the same way. Way that night, Sami Zayn would fight valiantly in tag team action, but the injured ribs would play a factor yet again. A thunderous spear by Braun Breaker and a victory for Braun and Bronson Reed, and it was about to get even worse for all involved. And thank God for main event Jey Uso with an equalizer, swinging for the fences, taking out Breaker, taking down the Auszilla. But still, a plethora of bad blood between these superstars. Let's check in with Jackie Redmond.
Guys, thank you so much. I'm here with Sami Zayn. Sami, where do I even begin? I mean, I tried to interview you last week. You were attacked by Karrion Kross. You're very clearly dealing with some sort of rib injury. And then you got Braun Breaker out here taking verbal jabs at you to kick off Monday Night Raw ahead of a huge match between the two of you. I mean, how are you managing all of this?
I'm not managing it. I have too much on my plate. I would love to think more about my ribs, my injured ribs. I would love to pay more attention to that. I would love to deal with it more, but I can't. And I would love to pay more attention to Karrion Kross, who's probably lurking around here somewhere. And I would love to pay more attention to the revenge that I am going to get on Karrion Kross, but it's not going to be tonight. So I can't think about it. I have to think about Braun Breaker. And I don't care what Braun Breaker has to say. I don't care if he doesn't like my beard, or if he doesn't like my music, or if he could bench press more weight than me. I don't care. None of it matters. Okay? But I have to pay attention to him, because in that ring, he's one of the most dangerous people on the planet. So that's all I can think about right now. Karrion Kross, I'll deal with him later.
Well, listen, Sami, I appreciate the time. Good luck tonight. Like I said, guys, it is a huge match tonight. Sami Zayn taking on Braun Breaker. That match coming up in just a few minutes.
Who's that? Scarlett.
Scarlett, is there something that you were hoping to say, or what's going on here? No.
A WWE Late Night featuring Tony Hinchcliffe takes place at the Bergen Performing Arts Center in Englewood, New Jersey, Saturday, August 2nd at 11 p.m. Eastern as part of SummerSlam weekend. Tickets for this closed-door, non-televised event are on sale now via Ticketmaster. You don't want to miss it.
Contract, we make it happen. What is the problem? There is a problem.
So El Grande Americano is competing tonight.
El Grande Americano requested the match himself tonight. That's impossible. Why? Because Chad Gable's hurt. What? Yes, he's hurt. Tell me why Chad Gable's injury would have anything to do with El Grande Americano. Well, because this is simple. I mean,
Listen, I'm talking to Chad. He's not going to be happy about this.
well, if he's unhappy, he has my number. Now, I know that you're not in here for this, so why are you?
Actually, I want a spot in the Battle Royal at Evolution.
You could have just led with that because you're in it. Oh. Yeah. Happy?
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks.
Good. Thanks for coming. All right. Enjoy your Monday.
Yeah.
All right. Oscar.
We want to talk about evolution.
I bet we're thinking the same thing.
We want to take down Judgment Day.
Judgment Day?
Judgment Day.
So how about this? You two represent Raw at Evolution in that fatal four-way for the women's tag team championship. We reunite.
Okay. Kabuki Warriors! Kabuki
Well, I hope for all our sakes Adam Pearce has finished dancing, but that is massive news. The Kabuki Warriors being added to the four-way for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Evolution continues to shape up and get even bigger. It's going to be an unforgettable Sunday. Raquel and Roxanne will defend against the Kabuki Warriors. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. NXT's Sol Ruka and Zarya. That takes place on Sunday. Evolution also features the return of a Hall of Famer.
So it's been a few weeks since I've been back, and wow, how things changed. You know, I came back to talk about something very important to me, evolution. But what I didn't expect was to get into an altercation with Liv Morgan. I came to pay my respects to the women of today, but instead, Liv wants to question my womanhood, my legacy, and then she attacked me. Now, you know, I didn't realize it at the time, but that lit a fire inside me. So while I've had some time to think, more than ever do I want to make a return to that ring. I want one more moment to prove myself. I want one more moment to prove to the fans, to my Bella army, of what I can do. I want one more moment to show my son what the WWE Universe has seen. And what better way to do that than to enter the Battle Royal in Atlanta for Evolution. Now look, I know it won't be easy. I will be facing some of the best women in all of WWE. But you all know me. I will do whatever it takes to win. I want to have that match at Clash of Paris. I want that title opportunity. And I want to prove that you don't fear the challenges that get put in front of you. That you don't run from your past, you face it, you learn from it, and you build a future that no one can ever take from you. The first Evolution was a history-making event, so why can't I make history now? This Sunday night, not only will I make history again, I will prove to everyone why Nikki Bella is fearless.
Yeah.
And this Sunday at WWE Evolution live from Atlanta. It is the Battle Royal with a massive prize for the winner. An opportunity at a championship match at Clash in Paris in August. And from the Mae Young Classic in 2017 to Evolution this Sunday, we are excited to announce another official theme song from Dorothy called Tombstone Town Outlaw Country Remix. This song was released last Friday. It features Lainey Gardner, a rising country music artist who performed the national anthem at this year's Royal Rumble, and legendary guitarist Slash. Listen now on Spotify and Apple Music. Well, Sami Zayn has his work cut out for him. A very angry Braun Breaker is ready to expire Sami Zayn.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn.
Far be it from Sami Zayn to heed any type of warning, particularly one as unhinged
as Braun Breaker delivered earlier tonight. But I promise you this, Cole, if Sammy's not 100%, which it looks like he's not, this is a bad decision to step away.
Sorry.
Oh, wait a minute, from behind, Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross continues his vendetta against Sami Zayn. Sami said he wanted to put Kross in the rear view. Oh, no, not the pipe again. That's the reason Sami's got his ribs
He
taken.
looks like
Because of the
Big
attacks with the
Cal.
pipe last week.
I mean, they look identical.
Somebody stop this lunatic. Who's going to stop this lunatic, Cole?
Except he's a little bit further.
He does look like Big Bill.
Sami Zayn's Rich finally our general manager. Adam Pearce watching out here, taking
He's
that
a little
pipe
bit
away.
further.
Cross continues the assault on Zayn. Bitter after the loss to Zayn at Night of Champions. Again. Well, defiant Sami Zayn, telling our general manager he's going to continue into this match with Braun Breaker. Are you sure this is what you want? I'm here. I'm here. I'm good. I'm good. That's ridiculous. Sami Zayn's got to have broken ribs. The pipe attack last week by Kross. The pipe attack again moments ago by Karrion Kross. Now he's got to face this unpredictable badass who promised earlier tonight to rip his throat out.
I bet you this thing will go up.
Accompanied by WWE Hall of Famer, the Iceman, Paul Heyman, woman Latoya, weighing at 250 pounds, Braun Breaker.
Corey, Braun Breaker earlier tonight was foaming at the mouth when he was talking about his disdain and his hatred for Sami Zayn and how he said tonight is Sami Zayn's expiration date. And now this monster is walking into a ring with a man who may have broken ribs, who's nowhere near 100%. He's gonna destroy Sami tonight. I agree with you wholeheartedly, Cole. We know that as long as there is breath in the lungs of Sami Zayn, Sami will never quit, never back down. But maybe tonight, Sami should reconsider, because that is the face of a man who is ready to feast on a broken opponent. We heard Breaker say earlier tonight that Sami Zayn quite simply doesn't fit the vision of the future where Braun Breaker is the face of WWE. Well, Sami Zayn, for the better part of a year, has had this vendetta and this battle against Braun Breaker. It's kicked up a notch the past few weeks with the situation with Seth Rollins and company, and now Sami Zayn has to go one-on-one with this madman. Kicked up a notch. It's going to come to an end tonight. There's no two ways about it. There is no way in hell Sami Zayn wins this match. Like a lion toying with his injured prey. Braun Breaker with a massive smile on his face. Leaves us in the easy pickings.
Look at him!
Do you disagree, Cole? No, not at all. You've been around this game long enough to know better. As tough as Sami is, as talented as Sami is, at the end of the day, he is no physical match for this mutant we know as Braun Breaker. Yeah, Braun Breaker hasn't been in a match since September of last year. The man has been incredible. He's even better now that he's got Heyman at his side, along with Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed, and now burying Sami in the corner of the shoulders to the injured ribs. And we mentioned this earlier, Corey. This is what Karrion Kross has been talking about with Sami Zayn. The sensational need by Sami Zayn to please the WWE fans, to come out here and entertain no matter what his health and well-being is.
Look at him! He's pathetic!
I personally agree.
I don't know why! You idiots cheer for him! It's pathetic! He's a bum!
I don't necessarily agree with Braun Breaker that Sami's pathetic, but I do agree with Karrion Kross's assessment of Sami Zayn's career. Sami would rather come into this ring and have himself beaten to an absolute pulp,
to the detriment of his life outside of WWE, to the detriment of his family. That's how much Sammy loves the WWE universe. It's like an addiction. He needs more.
And to Cross's point, and he said, and look at now, I don't know how much protection that tape actually gave Sammy, but none now at all. And, knees right to the midsection, and Sami Zayn gasping for air. But Cross's point to Sami Zayn is this: hey, maybe if you focus on yourself and think about yourself, maybe one day you will be world champion. But that's not in Sammy's blood. That's not his makeup. His entire career is fighting for the WWE fans.
Now, unfortunately, self-preservation seems to have been an instinct Sammy was born without. Braun Breaker having the time of his life right now, reminding Sammy of just the perilous state in which he's trapped.
You see the welts that have already been building?
I mean, and it's tough to tell. Is that from last week? Is that from the fight last week? Is it from earlier tonight? Is it from Braun
Somebody's
Breaker?
dressed up like Hollywood.
Bandages off! My
Yeah, I
God.
noticed that. Yeah, I noticed that. That's cool.
The intensity etched on the face.
They may not be Carlito.
Badass Braun
But
Breaker,
that's
who's
cool.
quite literally licking his chops.
Hey,
Just stay down, Sammy. Just stay down.
Oh, and Sammy fighting back. Clothesline delivered to Breaker, and Sammy's got some life.
I was just about ready to say, fear, oh God, fear.
Sammy trying
You
to
actually
summon
like
the will
Braun
himself
Breaker?
back
There
to this
was no
matchup.
fear.
Does Sammy have just a bit left to somehow pull off what would be a massive upset tonight?
Sammy's made a career out of massive upsets, but
Sarah's
I don't
missing
have
the
any
best show
idea. I
tonight,
have no
Michael.
conceivable idea as to
Yeah,
how
see.
Sammy is fighting through this. Hey,
Sammy now second rope breaker, slowly making it back
But-
to his feet. Sammy.
Oh, you just hit it. You just hit it.
Sammy Zayn in half. Sammy Zayn.
Stop the
How the
match,
hell
Chad.
did you breathe here?
Stop it. He's not getting up.
You're exactly right. Chad's got to get out here and call this thing off. The man can't move. He can't breathe. Sammy's just writhing in pain out here, just a few feet away from us.
She said she'd be here for at least part of it, so.
Got to make sure our doctors and our trainers are out here. Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Sammy, come on, Sammy. Sammy, look out. Sammy, look out. Sammy, get the hell out of there. Oh my God.
Another fear.
Pierce,
Fear.
you Pierce, get somebody out here.
Fear. Oh, wait.
Chad, stop the damn match.
Someone is just like Hollywood.
Chad, do something. Sammy hasn't moved.
Ring the damn bell, ref.
Well, I hope Adam Pierce, our general manager, is having second thoughts about this.
What the hell's Pierce going to do at this point? Call the damage?
We shouldn't have the damn match even happen in the first place.
Oh,
And Sammy's helpless. He's defenseless.
no. Oh, my God.
Stay down, Sammy.
For once, Sammy, stay down.
Another spear. Splitting Zayn in half. Braun Breaker says the expiration date is now for Sami Zayn. Here is your winner, Braun Breaker. I mean, listen, I applaud Sami Zayn, okay? The guts, the heart of a warrior. But I mean, 2 weeks in a row attacked with a steel pipe by Karrion Kross, and then having to go into battle with Breaker last week and now again tonight.
Nobody can say that Braun Breaker didn't warn Sami Zayn. Let's look at this again. I mean, this was exactly what Braun Breaker promised. From every angle, from varying speeds, Braun Breaker had a field day mauling Sami Zayn as he promised to do earlier tonight. I just hope Sami's damage isn't too long term.
Listen, again, I admire Sami Zayn, and I admire his guts and everything he's accomplished in his career. But at some point, somebody needs to save Sami Zayn from himself. Sami Zayn will continue to do this each and every week. Someone has to make a conscious decision to save Sami from himself. I completely agree with you. And I'm a guy who has personally found Sami Zayn to be rather annoying over the years. One of my greatest rivals years back. You hate to see anybody so lost in the adulation of the WWE Universe that their actual personal well-being is jeopardized. And that's what we just see. Well, for Seth Rollins, 1/3 of the plan is now complete. We still have Jey Uso and Big Bronson Reed and Penta and Seth Rollins to come here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, last week as we switched gears, it was Bayley and Lyra Valkyria in a match to determine the number 1 contender for the Intercontinental title. The controversial closing moments, a reversal of pins by both women. Our official Jessica Carr, with the best view in the arena, was able to count both superstars down.
Has been ruled a draw.
Unfortunately for Bayley and Valkyria, not the desired result for either woman. And the battle would continue and spill to the outside and all over the ringside area. What was once about the Intercontinental Championship has devolved into something far more personal. And the score remains to be settled.
I have to consider all challenges for tag titles. Get that. Just to make sure our name is top of the list. For sure, and I will keep you in the loop, absolutely. Somebody tell me what the hell I'm looking at. We're in mourning. It's actually the evening. Grieving! What are we grieving? You should know. You're an accomplice. Because you helped the Judgment Day kill the entire tag team division when you gave them a title shot. Now, the least that you can do is tell us when we have our rematch.
Rematch? Oh, that's interesting, Eric. Because what do these dummies say when we ask for our rematch? They wanted to make sure that all title opportunities went to new challengers, regardless of how stupid you dress. You don't get automatic rematches.
Yeah, they have a point, actually. That's not what we have.
That's what
we said that.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Becky. Can you believe this guy? Full of horrible ideas.
Oh, this man is full of horrible ideas.
You too, Rob.
Do you know what wasn't a horrible idea?
What's that?
Getting rid of Big E. I hate that guy. Real scumbag.
Do it, lady.
Becky Lynch is here live. What a weekend in Atlanta, Georgia for
I'm gonna go
WWE.
use the
It all gets
bathroom.
underway at
Right.
3 o'clock Eastern on Saturday. It is the Great American Bash from center stage. And then at 8 o'clock on the East Coast, live nationwide, NBC and Peacock, it's Saturday night's main event.
Well, she's gone.
Who?
She's gone.
Who's she?
Nicole. The house manager.
Oh no, she's not the house manager, but she just basically runs everything here.
Okay. Maybe I ask her over there. Master Hunter. Are you just in Sarah?
Huh?
Are you just in Sarah?
Well, I don't know. She's not here.
Okay, I'm trying to see sound of my friends over here. Evolution says 7. I can leave it. No, now.
Huh?
I'll give it no, no. You won't know it. So, one more is back.
Mm-hmm. I think. Now what?
What?
Now who are you talking to?
I was watching the video.
During the time that we're all alive?
In my bathroom, I was watching the video.
But you know Raw is live right now.
Yeah, I know that.
And we're on your computer.
The State Farm Arena. We're back to the State Farm Arena on Sunday. The countdown show at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific. Evolution at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, and the post show immediately following Evolution on Peacock. And the woman will be defending her Intercontinental Championship at Evolution. Becky Lynch, who Corey now faces a triple threat match. Certainly the odds not in the favor of the man, but if anybody can succeed when the pressure is at its highest,
it has proven to be the man, Becky Lynch. Remember the first Evolution event? She actually competed in a last woman standing match against the Queen Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, what some consider one of the greatest matches ever.
Can someone please explain to me how two losers, two people who just lost last week to each other, have a title match against me, a triple threat at Evolution where statistically I am at a disadvantage? Can somebody please explain how that works? Look. I get it. From Pierce's perspective, I'm the greatest female wrestler who ever lived. And it's not just me saying that. Other people say that. Sports Illustrated say that. Multiple-time women's champion, main event of WrestleMania, New York Times best-selling author. I'm in all these shows, movies right now. I'm hot. I get it. I get him. I get it from his perspective. You need me on Evolution. But I beat Bayley. I beat Lyra. Neither of them deserve an opportunity. I deserve to pick my own opponent. Io got to pick her own opponent. Tiffany got to pick her own opponent. Hey, I picked this woman right here. And I beat you in a second. So what I think, I think what's happening is it's all a show. It's all a ruse. Bayley and Lyra, they're in cahoots. They're working together because they know that is the only way they are going to get this title off me. And both of them last week pinned each other. Do you know how statistically rare that is to happen in wrestling?
Somehow Don Bailey's here to argue statistics with the man.
Remember, it was Becky Lynch who took out Bayley before WrestleMania. Well, not to be upstaged, the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion is here, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra just marched right past the role model.
What are you talking about? What are you actually saying? Congratulations, Becky. You've completed your transformation into a total raving lunatic. Oh my God. My title is wrapped around the waist of a bucket full of crazy, and I think it's time I took it back. Are you kidding me? The way I see it is that I should be standing here as the Intercontinental Champion if it wasn't for you 2 weeks ago. She's speaking to me. She's really speaking to me. Look at me. What a treat. I'm sorry. It's just I'm having a bit of trouble keeping up. All right, we get it. All right, get over it. I didn't get back to you after WrestleMania. Let it go, okay? If WrestleMania taught me anything, is that I don't need partners. And I damn sure don't need any more friends. What I do need is that championship right there.
Oh, Bayley, listen to you. After 13 years of failed friendships and grimy hugs, another one bites the dust, huh? Well, it's good to see you not trying so hard anymore. Because, she really dropped you like a hot potato at WrestleMania.
No. It's time we set the record straight on this. And I have to tell you what I never told you. Everybody thinks that I called Becky and brought her back at WrestleMania. I didn't. Becky secretly attacked you, and then Becky called me.
But there wasn't much hesitation in your voice, was there? But I remember this one thing that you said. You said, Bayley is everything that I am pretending to be, and that Bailey would never betray you the way that I did. Well, how's that working out for you? Because it seems like she's not pretending anymore, is she? Hate to say I told you so.
Shut up, Becky. You can't get in my head anymore, okay? But she was right about one thing. How nice of you to finally admit it. You don't care about friendship when it comes to championship gold, right? You know what that makes you? That makes you just like her. And I know what I have to do now. On Sunday at Evolution, I have to rescue that championship from 2 massive disappointments. You know what, Lyra? I sat front row when you were the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion. When you won that championship for the first time, I sat right there. And when we had that tag tournament to get to WrestleMania, I stood on the apron and I watched the work you put in. I watched you rise to the top. I watched you go to WrestleMania and become a double champion.
There's going to be a bitch fight pretty soon.
And then I watched you lose that Intercontinental Championship, and you raised her hand like a little bitch.
I told you. Oh, bitch fight.
And here we go, Bailey and Lyra brawling.
Roll
You know,
down
right where we
the
left
mud.
off last Monday. Yeah, you know this
Roll
wasn't gonna
down
end
the
well.
mud.
Lyra Valkyria. Oh, no,
Either
Bailey.
that or the baby oil.
Now Becky Lynch with the manhandle slam, and Lyra with Nightwing to Becky. Bailey again from behind. Scooped up by Valkyria. Nightwing to Bailey as well. Lyra Valkyria standing tall. It goes down like that in Atlanta. We're going to have a new Intercontinental Champion.
This will be the last time your name is raised for this championship. You hear me?
What an attitude developing by Lyra Valkyria, Corey, who looks to knock off 2 surefire Hall of Famers to win back the title she put on the map. You heard Valkyria compare Bailey to Becky Lynch. In my opinion, that's not a bad thing. And in fact, if Lyra Valkyria can figure out how to become a little more like Bailey and Becky Lynch, you may be right. We may have a brand new Intercontinental Champion. She may be well on her way. Well, massive weekend for WWE actually gets underway Friday. Music City, USA, Nashville, on Broadway. It's Friday Night SmackDown, and well, our longtime friend of WWE, the multi-time Grammy-nominated Jelly Roll, will be in the house in Nashville Friday night, live on SmackDown. Well, we just saw a brawl that's going to lead us into Evolution this coming Sunday. What about the brawl last week between Sheamus and Rusev? A banger, as Sheamus likes to say. Let's revisit it. This will be a brawl. Rusev and Sheamus. It's Rusev look in the eye. Now exposing the turnbuckle. Whoa! First into the steel. Kudos to Sheamus for hanging in this war. But tonight belongs to Rusev.
Perfect, picture perfect. It could not have gone any better. I'm so proud. Hey, I'm proud of you, man. What's wrong? What's the deal?
I mean, what are we gonna do about Cross?
Cross.
He ran out. He sort of set the table for me, but like, you know, people are gonna think I couldn't do it by myself.
No,
So,
come on. No, we don't have to worry about Cross. Nobody likes him, but Sami Zayn was the target tonight. And you got him, man. Not with one spear, not with 2 spears, but 3 spears. You took him down.
Are your nuts
What's wrong?
in a
Paul,
vice?
He kind of reminds me of Jericho without loudness.
It's good news.
No.
Sami Zayn is out of action indefinitely.
You know, it just occurred to me that Jey Uso is in perfectly fine health.
He won't be after I'm done with him.
What the?
Stop, Michael.
Lower the volume, dude.
It's like,
It's cool to get excited, but turn the volume down.
After what I saw Brock Breaker do to Sami Zayn a few moments ago, and looking at the mood that Bronson Reed is in tonight, I think I'll keep my eating close to the vest. Probably the wise decision you've made in quite some time. Bronson Reed has received his marching orders, and Jey Uso very well may meet the same fate that Sami Zayn just did. So are Sami Zayn and Jey Uso and Penta, are they trying to be some sort of martyrs? I wouldn't say that at all. I think they're standing up for what they believe is right. Unfortunately, their vision is not compatible with the vision of Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker. Well, they may be heading down the path of martyrs.
Introducing first from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso.
Good luck, Jay. You got your work cut out for you. Jey Uso, Big Bronson Reed, live.
Please don't you hang up bad with the looking.
Tonight's WWE Raw is brought to you by Minute Maid. Bring the juice. Jey Uso looking to bring the juice tonight against Big Bronson Reed as the eating continues. I'm not gonna lie, for a minute I realized this might be the last time Jey Uso is physically able to eat. I actually considered eating myself, and I realized it's a kind of a cheap suit. I didn't want to ruin it. I just didn't want to get on Bronson Reed's backside.
I'm more ready.
And his opponent from Blackpool, South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, Big Bronson Reed.
We're being told that he's accompanied by the man now known as the Oracle, Paul Heyman. About time you put a little respect on Paul Heyman's name after the insults of last week, Cole. You know, he heard you. You were incessantly chattering at him while Heyman was trying to make some very important business moves. Well, I want to know who he was calling during a match. Well, that's none of your business, but
Heyman took to social media to chide you, so to speak. I'm not going to repeat it all. It's not necessarily appropriate for air. But let's just say the Oracle was none too pleased with Mr. Michael Cole. A great agent of divine communication. That's an Oracle. Extremely wise. Nonetheless, Big Bronson Reed, Jey Uso one-on-one tonight. Big Bronson Reed says it about respect. He said Seth Rollins once didn't respect him, so he delivered a half dozen tsunamis. Now Seth respects him. He says Jey Uso doesn't respect him, so he's going to give Jey Uso some of the same medicine tonight. Yeah, unfortunately for the former world heavyweight champion, main event Jey Uso might want a little divine intervention to get past the Destroyer. Jey Uso, the former world champion. In fact, he pinned Bronson Reed. Oh, goodness! I'm going to say Jey pinned Bronson Reed in a fatal four-way last month in the King of the Ring tournament. Interesting to note that Bronson Reed has never been in a match with Jey Uso in which he has won. That could very well all change tonight. We've heard the mentalities of Braun Breaker. See what he did to Sami Zayn? We heard where Bronson Reed's head is at tonight. And we are seeing what he is doing to Jey Uso. And later tonight, who better than Rollins to complete the trifecta? Bronson Reed delivering the last rites to Jey Uso, who moves out of harm's way. Bronson Reed, you get fired up after what Braun Breaker did earlier tonight to Sami? Oh, no doubt about it. Not that Big Bronson Reed required any additional motivation, but you want to keep up with your guys. You want to follow the suit. No! That's proven to be easier said than done because main event Jey reminded Big Bronson Reed what he is all about. Yeah, Jey, the former world champion, and be Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. Never one to back down. The sheer size of Bronson Reed is a few feet in front of us. What is going on inside the head of main event Jey Uso? Incoming! Suicide dive, Bronson Reed up and over our announce table. Jey Uso has got Bronson Reed on the ropes here. Did you expect this out of Jey Uso tonight? I'd be lying if I said I didn't. Listen, this is main event Jey Uso. This is a man who became world heavyweight champion on the grandest stage of them all. You should never count Jey completely out. But we know what the headspace is of Big Bronson Reed. And we know who's calling the shots. Rollins and Heyman. As if Bronson wasn't dangerous enough to begin with. Well, Jey Uso clearing off our announce table. Not quite sure what he plans to do with Bronson Reed here. He's got to lift 330 pounds up if he wants to put Reed through the table. And now Bronson Reed turning his attention to the table that Jey Uso cleared off. Jey, however, kicked to Reed. Reed into the chair. I'm not sure he wants to be there. He's just sitting up. Or sitting on Zilla. Don't say that too loud, Cole.
Bam! The guy just fucking sits there.
Taken out by a
and lets
fiery
it
Jey Uso
hit.
tonight.
He doesn't even try to get up
right
and
on
move.
the temple with that super kick.
Like,
Knocks Reed out of the chair. Jey now has valuable seconds to compose himself, but fully understanding he needs to keep applying the pressure. And now Jey Uso looking for perhaps an upper suicide dive. Here we go.
This was
Jey
a
coming
real
across.
Hey, come in.
Oh!
Because if this was a real fight,
Official
the guy would have gotten up and tried to move.
Disqualification after Bronson Reed just launched that chair into Jey Uso, picking Jey out of midair, and now Jey Uso's in deep, deep trouble. This was never about winning this match, Corey. This was about destroying Jey Uso.
So basically, Jey Uso lives by DQ, right?
He promised he would tsunami respect into Jey Uso like he did Seth Rollins. This is about tearing down the status quo and rebuilding WWE in their own vision. A second tsunami from Big Bronson
Someone has to
Reed.
save Jey.
And finally, our general manager and officials are coming out here. It's been quite the night for Adam Pearce, trying to stop the total destruction by Seth Rollins and company. Again, Corey, I just mentioned it. This was never about winning a match for Bronson Reed.
Obviously, as a result of disqualification, the winner's purse is going to go to Jey Uso. But again, this was about respect. This is about making a statement.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Back to the Night presented by Minute Maid as we hit the Saturday night's main event in Atlanta. Goldberg. Culminated 28 years in ring. What would be the 40th edition? Saturday night's main event. Live from Atlanta on NBC and Peacock, 8 Eastern, live nationwide Saturday night.
Oh yeah, LA Knight too.
Let me talk to you. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes I am talking to you, the visionary, Mr. Money in the Bank. You hold the case, you hold the power. But I'll tell you what, man. One guy you really kind of chapped just a little bit is this guy. You got a whole lot of paying to do because you're in debt, my man. That's something that I feel like should have belonged to you. You are Mr. Money in the Bank. You hold the case. It's yours to carry the burden. Here's the thing. That burden is going to be real heavy, I'll tell you why. You try and send your boys down there to do the damage. Let's think about it. 1 tsunami, 2 tsunami, 3 tsunami, and I was back in 1 week. And here's how it goes down, my man. Things are counting down. Slowly but surely. I can't take that Money in the Bank case off you. That's okay. I ain't gonna try to. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make that case a permanent part of you, whether I stick it up your keister or I attach it to your damn head. You can bet that after Saturday night's main event, you can be the one to hold the case, but we will know exactly whose game this is. When either you'll be saying, LA Knight. Yeah.
Well, the self-made megastar LA Knight never short on words, but this Saturday night, the time for talking is through. LA Knight goes one-on-one with Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth freaking Rollins on Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
And Monday Night Raw is live tonight on Netflix and presented by Snickers. We're in Providence, Rhode Island. Final Monday Night Raw.
Brother used to do after the
weekend
commercials
in
for the
Atlanta. Of
pay-per-views.
course, Saturday night's main event on NBC and Peacock is 8 o'clock Eastern, and it is a live nationwide. Don't forget the Great American Bash Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. NXT's best be back. And also on Sunday, of course, it is Evolution.
But I don't
7 o'clock
understand
Eastern, 4 o'clock on the
AEW's
West
pay-per-views
Coast
in the
on
afternoon.
Peacock and, of course, Netflix internationally for the Women's World Championship. Be on the line.
You've never defeated Io Sky in singles competition. Does that affect your psyche at all going into this match?
Sky wins! Over the moonsault! Into the cover! Io's reign continues in NXT. Io Sky counter! Io Sky is the world champion! Over the moonsault! Cover on Belair! Io Sky wins! Rhea Ripley
Wasn't that Rhea Bloody Ripley?
Younger.
Io's always had my number every step of the way. Whether it was the Mae Young Classic to NXT, now for my Women's World Championship, that's always going to be on my mind. But I'm someone that likes to put this doubt into the fire that really sets me alight.
Mari is the most dominant woman within this company. Rhea Ripley is a genuine badass. How can you not be impressed? This is my division because Mommy is always on top. Welcome to Monday Night Mommy! With Evolution just around the corner, I feel like I need to start getting my priorities straight. The Women's World Champion, Io Sky.
You are wrong about one thing. You are not on top. Not without the fist. Nobody in this division can stop me.
From World of Stardom to the top of the world, the greatest in-ring competitors the women's division has ever seen.
Nobody in this division will ever take this championship from Io Sky.
I want to defend against the best. That means defending against Rhea Ripley.
Io, I have nothing but respect for you. And if that is what you want, then I just want you to know that I'm going to stop at nothing to get this back. So at Evolution, Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. You're on.
What a gutsy move by Io Sky, who will be the Women's World Champions.
I am the real Women's World Champion.
So the question is, can Rhea Ripley finally solve the puzzle known as Io Sky? We'll find out Sunday live from Atlanta at Evolution. Io, Rhea for the Women's World Championship. Okay, I cannot wait for this. Me neither, Cole. I've been excited all day long.
Really, Ludwig Kaiser?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the Gulf of America, weighing in at 202 pounds, El Grande
They didn't take that up.
Okay, so we all know that Chad Gable and El Grande Americano are the same person.
No, we don't know.
Chad Gable was out with injury. He had a shoulder surgery, so this can't be him. I'll get into this more in a minute. El Grande's in action live. Of course, it's going to be a great week of podcasts here in WWE, including tomorrow morning. Raw recap. I'm sure Megan and Sam are going to have a lot to say about this El Grande Americano. LA Knight, the special guest tomorrow as well. Also have the Stephanie McMahon podcast, and of course, 6 Feet Under with The Undertaker and Cody Rhodes as well. Meanwhile, in the ring here, Dragon Lee, a true luchador, set to do battle with, I'm just going to call him an imposter. The El Grande Americano, who's a good foot bigger than Chad Gable / El Grande Americano.
Actually,
now,
Michael,
doesn't have the tattoo,
South
both of those
America
and
is real.
pat on their neck, and really doesn't even understand the
It's
the
real.
idiosyncrasies that
real?
the true El Grande
South
Americano
America.
goes through.
Listen, I don't want him offended with you casting all these aspersions. You need to calm down with the conspiracy
Why did
theory,
Donald
Alex
Trump have
Jones,
to call it
okay?
a
This
stupid
is
made-up
El
name?
Grande Americano, the one and only, a superstar the world over, which is why Dragon Lee is out here tonight, because Dragon Lee understands the glory that would come with knocking off a legendary luchador like Americano.
No, Dragon Lee understands that this guy's making a farce of the
There you go.
entire Lucha Libre world and wants to make sure that he takes El Grande Americano down.
Shoulders down. Listen, I understand if Dragon Lee's a little fired up. It was El Grande Americano who won the WWE Speed Championship from former champion Dragon Lee.
Yeah, but does this guy actually carry the Speed title?
What is this guy? I mean, you're one of those guys that thinks the Giant Machine was Andre, and I'm sure you think Dusty was the Midnight Rider too.
Hello, they were.
We're two Undertakers. And here's the cover now and a kick out.
What
And
you
I
said
don't know why
about
I'm
two
even arguing
Undertakers,
with
Michael
you, because
Cole?
yet you are the voice of Lucha
Huh?
Libre, AAA.
Actually, there were.
Oh,
Cody
yeah,
had
yeah,
some
yeah.
nice things to say about it.
Never mind, I'll take it back.
But kick the midsection down by Dragon Lee.
Makes one of my
Lee.
partners.
Leslie Nielsen, Brian
And El
Lee,
Grande Americano, a
Undertaker's
little
related to
premature
him, by the
celebration there.
related to who?
Went over to the outside
Undertaker.
goes Dragon Lee. Face first
Is
to the top
related to Brian
turnbuckle.
Lee?
Hey, listen, the guy couldn't even
Like
see.
the
How fast does he
Shoulders
go
down.
Cover and a kick out.
Must be poor dry cleaning.
The mask is about 2 sizes too small for his head. And a waist lock now applied by Dragon
It's
Lee.
actually a measure of security. A lot of luchadors wear their masks too tight because, God forbid, you get unmasked. It's the ultimate disrespect.
I'd love to see this El Grande Americano get his mask ripped off right now.
But you'd love to see a man's livelihood and everything that he's worked for and the traditions he represents disrespected in front of the world. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
There's one guy in the ring that should be wearing a mask. That's the official.
I agree with you on that one.
A nice drop toe hold by El Grande into the second turnbuckle. Meant by Dragon Lee. Grande's got
El Grande is such a great luchador, you're getting confused. It's quite all right. It happens to the best of us. Look at that!
on his feet now. Come on.
Gracias!
Oh, and Dragon Lee with a drop kick right to the face. So even you admit it's Chad Gable when you say gracias. That's like, thank you!
Oh, thank you, Dave.
Oh, and now El Grande Americano. I'm gonna take a look here and see if I can see El Grande. See, look at, there's no tattoo. There's no tattoo on the back of his neck. People get done at all.
Moved all the time.
I'm right there looking at it. Oh!
Kick right between the eyes of Dragon Lee. Oh my God.
Well, I was up close and personal with this man. The mask doesn't fit. He has no tattoo as he whips Dragon Lee into the steel steps.
That's what you're going on.
Yeah, and he looked awfully familiar to me when I looked into those blue eyes. That didn't sound like a Spanish accent. Oh my goodness!
So luchadors can only speak Spanish? Is that the problem, Cole?
Oh, he bills himself from Mexico.
You're egregious.
You don't speak Spanish either. Well, Grande Americano was trying to remove the mask of Dragon Lee. If he respected the luchador tradition, he wouldn't do that.
It's not so much that, it's more that he doesn't respect Dragon Lee, because Dragon Lee was christened the future of Lucha Libre.
Got it.
A title once upon a time held by El Grande Americano.
El Grande Americano slowly get to the top rope. Dragon Lee looking to make it pay. And power bomb for the win. Kick out at 2.
That it was going for the last ride.
Massive victory for Dragon Lee. Looking for a little vengeance against the man who took the WWE Speed Championship from him, El Grande Americano. You can catch him do his thing, ply his trade in WWE Speed exclusively on X each and every Wednesday. And look at this now, Dragon Lee looking to return the...
Yeah! I want to see who it is. You mentioned this earlier. Chad Gable, out recovering from shoulder surgery. You have to wonder, Chad's got to be watching this match. You got to wonder what he thinks about this version of El Grande Americano.
You're speaking Greek. Oh, big kick in the bottom turnbuckle.
Dragon Lee fired up. Oh, and right to the face. Cover by Dragon Lee. Looking to expose this farce and a kick out at 2.
Take another look at this. Dragon Lee. Incredible impact on the basement dropkick in the corner. And now, Dragon looking to finish things off.
Oh, and a big slap chop to the chest.
We call that a Pirotazo, named after the legendary Piro.
Thank you.
A little lucha wisdom for you.
Oh, beautiful! That was gorgeous. Covered out by El Grande. Hook in the leg. Kick out at 2. This gentleman has been very impressive tonight.
Breathtaking athleticism from El Grande Americano. Walked through the ropes into a blockbuster, but credit to Dragon Lee for hanging in there.
Trying to feed off a non-existent fan base. El Grande Americano as Dragon Lee has bounced off the top turnbuckle.
Are you kidding? I feel like I've seen 20 or 30 kids wearing El Grande Americano masks just since we came out here today.
Yeah, they sell them at the merch stands. It says Chad Gable's El Grande Americano mask. Right on the package, I saw it.
You're hopeless. Hey, look at this.
Dragon Lee, top rope. Oh, goodness!
That's gotta do it.
Good night, covered by Lee. And Americano kicks that out.
Let's take another look at the massive double stomp right to the heart. Full extension by Dragon Lee. Just stomping Americano into the canvas, and here comes the Dragon.
Up over the top, and down goes El Grande Americano. Dragon Lee, such a joy to watch.
Thought you were going to bust out a Tope Con Hero for us.
Penches later on.
Everybody calls it that.
Well, I know, I get it.
It's not superstar specific. From the top, Dragon Lee, target acquired.
Nobody held roll through. Oh!
Diving headbutt.
Yeah, he hit him with a headbutt, but here is your winner, El Grande Americano. You know, I wonder. You wonder what, Cole? Right there, he's adjusting his mask, just like the original Grande Americano, who's got a steel plate in his mask, and he used it there with a headbutt to pick up the win. I'm not going to argue about the steel plate, but this is the original Grande Americano. Well, nonetheless, whoever it is, he picked up the win tonight over Dragon Lee. You know, as Seth Rollins' personal oracle, I just want you to know, esta noche es tu última noche, hijo de puta. Esta noche es mi noche, cabrón. Right. Look, I don't even know what you just said, but you're going to watch your tone when you're speaking. Got it? Listen. Settle.
All right. Why does everybody got her?
3 up, 3 down, like we're in baseball.
Individual event and 2-event combo tickets for Saturday night's main event, WWE Evolution, State Farm Arena in Atlanta, this Saturday and Sunday. Are on sale now via Ticketmaster. And you can buy tickets now to meet your favorite WWE superstars at the Evolution Superstore at the Center, July 11th to the 13th in Atlanta, including Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Jacob Fatu, Stephanie McCare.
From San Fernando, Chile, Stephanie
The Dark Angel. Llega a Raw para hacer lo que siempre he hecho. Dominar.
Well, La Primera will be one of the many to enter the Battle Royal this Sunday at Evolution, with the winner earning a championship match at Clash in Paris. We just found out that NXT General Manager Ava will announce the Battle Royal participants from NXT tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on the CW. And Cole, I hope you've been paying attention, because NXT's women's division absolutely stacked.
Oh, there he is. Oh, where am I missing the
Gunther?
Yeah.
Isn't that Sarah's favorite wrestler?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General, Gunther.
Gunther told Fox News in an interview over the weekend that Goldberg is in great shape. Goldberg is intimidating, but I am ready for it. It happened Saturday night in Atlanta. Saturday night's main event, NBC and Peacock, 8 o'clock Eastern, live nationwide. Goldberg's final match for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Corey, the question for me is this. Seth Rollins, CM Punk had run-ins with Gunther the past couple of weeks. Do you think Gunther perhaps maybe looking past Goldberg to what may lie in his future?
Personally, no, I don't believe the Ring General is doing that, because if in fact he is, it's going to be a short night, and we're going to leave Atlanta with a new World Heavyweight Champion who's also a WWE Hall of Famer. I think Gunther's ready for Saturday.
You're right. This Saturday night's main event, I will defend my World Heavyweight Championship against none other than Bill Goldberg. And for the last 2 weeks, I've been verbally abusing Bill Goldberg in the middle of this ring, and so far, he's done nothing about it. So I can only assume that Bill Goldberg is afraid. He's afraid of me. He's afraid of the pressure.
You know who that is? Ah, damn. 1, 2, 3. Goldberg. Goldberg. Goldberg.
Guess what, Gunther?
You're
You
dead.
are. You're next. Exactly. Well, there they go. This is why they weren't playing his music yet. They were waiting for him to get closer to the ring.
He's about to hit the spear.
And Goldberg with the right hand drops the champion. Gunther goes
Right.
down.
About.
And he's setting up for a spear. To send a message to the champ.
Oh, you mean
Now.
And Gunther.
Fuck you.
Come on.
Disaster.
Fuck you, you dickwad. What do you think?
5 days indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, it was thunderous in here tonight when Goldberg entered the arena and went face to face with Gunther. Corey, can you imagine the atmosphere in Atlanta Saturday night for Goldberg's final match for the world title?
Earlier this afternoon, I watched the video inside the Georgia Dome when Goldberg took out Hulk Hogan to become the WCW World Champion. One of the most electrifying events in the history of our business. That man is intensity personified. That man just put our World Heavyweight Champion flat on his ass with one right hand.
And can you imagine what happens if Goldberg wins the title Saturday night at Saturday night's main event? It happens at 8 Eastern, live nationwide, NBC and Peacock. LA Knight and Seth freaking Rollins score to settle for these two come Saturday night's main event.
And the fight for Randy Orton will go one-on-one with Drew McIntyre, who is back with a vengeance.
And of course, the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Goldberg versus Gunther. Goldberg's last match. I asked him what happens if you win the title. He told me, interesting dilemma, Cole, isn't it? Also, on Sunday, we had the Evolution, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, where the WWE Women's titles on the line. Trish Stratus goes for an historic 8th Women's Championship. But it's Tiffany time, perhaps. Tiffany Trish Stratus at Evolution.
And a long, simmering rivalry comes to a head once again. Who will leave Atlanta with a victory? Will it be the Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill, or will it be her longtime friend turned nemesis,
Ms. Money in the Bank, Naomi. Women's Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-way matchup. Raquel and Roxanne defend against the Kabuki Warriors from Raw. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair from Friday Night SmackDown. And Zaruka, Solruka, and Zarya from NXT. Well, speaking of NXT, JC Jane shocked the entire world when she became NXT Women's Champion. She will do her best to defend against the dominant juggernaut, Jordynne Grace. And the Women's Intercontinental Championship in a triple threat match, Lyra Valkyria, the inaugural champion, wants her title back against two surefire Hall of Famers, the champion Becky Lynch, another challenger Bayley on Sunday. And the Evolution Battle Royal at stake. The winner receives a championship match at Clash in Paris. Don't forget NXT tomorrow night. Ava announces the NXT participants. And the Women's World Championship. Io Sky picked her opponent, and it's Rhea Bloody Ripley. Can Ripley solve the puzzle that's Io Sky? We find out Sunday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, live from Atlanta for WWE Evolution. And there is Penta. He's watched his friends, Jey Uso and Sami Zayn, be dismantled by Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Can Penta hold his own against this man? Seth freaking Rollins marching to the ring with his Oracle Paul Heyman. Seth and Penta live. Survivor Series War Games is coming to Petco Park in San Diego, California on Saturday, November 29th. Visit www.com/events to register. To be the first to receive pre-sale information. Pre-sale starts this Wednesday, July 9th. Tickets on sale this Friday, July 11th via Ticketmaster.
Okay, well, it's 10:15, so it's a pretty safe bet that this is the main event. It is. They're almost set again.
Zero Miro. Dude, I walk just like him.
So, Corey, if you're Penta, what's going through your mind after you saw your buddies Jey Uso and Sami Zayn dismantled earlier tonight? Right now, in this moment, the best thing that can happen in Penta's head is remaining on the one track that it is. You've got one goal ahead of you. Beat Seth freaking Rollins. You can't worry about Sami Zayn. You can't worry about Jey Uso. You call him afterwards, check in on him, take him out for a drink while they heal up. But Penta has the opportunity of his career tonight. Penta dominated around the globe in various companies everywhere he went. But tonight he goes one-on-one with a man who many believe is the standard bearer in this business, Seth Rollins. The spectacular Penta. Man, a joy to watch in action. As we listen to the guitar wizardry of our good friend Adam Jones, I want to send a very special congratulations to WWE Hall of Famer, the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne, on his farewell performance this past weekend in Birmingham. The greatest to ever do it. What an event.
I just had to close the door because Kristen was screaming so loud that it was hard to hear.
Yeah. What's wrong?
No, I was coming in to check on you, make sure you had all your stuff set up for tonight.
I'm going to put the dishes back there when wrestling's over.
Sounds good.
She was just making sure that everything's okay, Mike.
Oh, I don't think I'm speaking out of school when I say, sit down on the couch,
stop whatever you're doing and pay attention. This is going to be one of those matches people are buzzing about for a long time to come.
And his opponent, accompanied by WWE Hall of Famer Paul Heyman from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth freaking Rollins!
Think about the stakes in this matchup for Seth freaking Rollins, Cole. The opportunity to dispose of Penta, a relatively new superstar on the WWE roster who's got tons of hype, tons of upside, tons of potential. And Rollins would love to snuff all that out tonight in Providence.
Well, this situation with Penta dates back to before Money in the Bank, when Rollins and company tried to take out all of Rollins' opponents in that Money in the Bank ladder match before it actually happened. And then let's not forget what happened at Night of Champions. The night that Seth Rollins was going to try to cash in, it appeared, his Money in the Bank contract. Penta was one of the men who rewarded Rollins from doing that.
It's all a matter of perspective. I would have looked at it as though Penta and the others were collateral damage in the lead up to the Money in the Bank contract.
They were specifically targeted.
Specifically targeted because they were in between Seth Rollins and the ultimate goal, which was the Money in the Bank contract. If they would have left well enough alone, we wouldn't be here.
Oh, and Penta quickly start things off. Drops Rollins right outside the ring, and Penta now on the attack. Bouncing Rollins off our announce table.
I'm going to expect the action to slow down very much if Penta has his way. We're about to see the true meaning of Cero Miedo. And boom, big kick to the knee of Rollins.
Rollins, of course, a history of knee injuries in his career. Penta targeted that he would start things off here tonight. And Penta fired up, and Rollins was not expecting this onslaught early on by Penta.
Oh. Vicious strike to the heart of Seth freaking Rollins. Penta rallying the WWE Universe tonight in Providence.
And Rollins hurting in the early going, looking to get out of harm's way, but Penta not allowing it to happen. Again from behind, and now bouncing Rollins off our announce table yet again.
And again, Penta understands the assignment. Penta understands what is at stake beyond just the winner's purse, beyond just the win. Oh no, when you got someone as dangerous as Rollins, you usually only get one mistake.
Penta dumped into the timekeeper's area. Rollins buys himself a little bit of time now.
As I was beginning to say, Penta realizes.
Oh, watch out! Penta with a lot of Rollins.
One of the highest profile matches of his tenure thus far in WWE. What is Penta going to do with it?
Yeah, first time ever versus Seth Rollins one-on-one. Penta's fired up.
They gotta calm down with the hitting stuff, Michael.
The veteran capitalized.
Unlike Sami Zayn,
I don't know why they always like the hit
adulation of the
stuff.
live crowd and hear the cheers, put fans in their eyes. Rollins made him pay for it.
A great point. Sami Zayn now out indefinitely after the assault by Cross and one breaker tonight. Jey Uso suffered a couple of tsunamis at the hands of Bronson Reed. And now Seth Rollins looking to finish off what he said at the beginning of the night would be the destruction of these three men.
And listen, I've known Seth Rollins for a long, long time. I know in his heart that while it might be unpopular what Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed have done, Rollins wants to do the job on his own. Rollins lives to wake up with extra pride. If he can do that by taking out Penta, a fan favorite, that's exactly what Seth is going to do.
It could be well on his way for Mr. Money in the Bank, who holds
Oh, here it could come right now.
Look at the pedigree. Penta able to duck out of it momentarily, intercepted by Rollins. Quickness now with Penta sent Rollins over the top rope.
Penta going to take to the skies.
Kobe Conhilo!
Good practicing. Well done.
Penta shocking Rollins early on. Penta taking out Rollins, the official now checking on Seth.
I don't know why they always have to go through time. The show's almost halfway over anyways.
For Seth Rollins. Wonder if that's because of Seth
Back in
Last week, you insulted Heyman. He fired back on social media. Again, I'm not going to repeat it. It's not necessarily appropriate, but it involved putting a part of your facial anatomy on a part of, well, another part of his anatomy.
Penta now looking to climb to the top rope. Rollins stunned after the Tope con Hilo. Rollins catches him with a kick.
Great counter, nothing fancy, just a boot to the guts.
Looks like Rollins may have a cut developed above his right eye. And there you see it.
Not he's bleeding.
Lobo Jim Purple. No one makes him bleed his own blood. Closing in on the luchador. And now Mr. Money in the Bank, free to dictate the pace of this matchup. This is what Penta had to avoid, allowing Seth to slow things down. Not that Rollins can't hang, not that Rollins can't push the pace.
Yeah, but this is where the architect was at his best.
Absolutely right.
The official Eddie Arengo telling Rollins, give Penta some time, sets it up. And now pointing to the cut above his eye caused by Penta.
Yeah, CM Punk.
CM Punk stands directed at Rollins.
Man who Rollins absolutely loathes and detests.
Yeah, the last time that they were face-to-face back at Night of Champions, Seth Rollins screwed Punk out of the championship again.
Punk forced Rollins to run for the hills just 1 week ago. Prior to Punk's little interaction with the ring general, our world heavyweight champion Gunther,
Yeah, that was interesting.
who experienced Goldberg moments ago.
See this? Make me put my own blood, bitch. Come on.
Penta fighting back. Rollins was cut above his right eye a bit ago, and that has seemed to fuel Rollins as he's taking that out on Penta here. Ooh, and a kick right in the spine.
Had some distance on it, Seth. It might end up in Foxborough. It's not that far.
Rollins has a date with LA Knight Saturday night. Saturday night's main event on NBC.
Oh, now this is disrespect to the highest level.
And now just riding and controlling Penta. Heyman looking on in the background, that big grin on his face for normal. Clutching the Money in the Bank briefcase, which of course inside is the contract that Rollins could cash in any time he wants for a world championship. You know, it could happen Saturday night. Gunther Goldberg going at it.
Anything is possible as Penta does his best to fight out of Rollins' grip and manages to do so.
Yeah, Penta just explosive. So much fun to watch. Rollins, though, with a chop to the midsection, quells the momentum. And Penta able to hang on. Kick to the face of Rollins. Penta right to the back of the knee. And Penta with a sling blade.
Rollins driven face first into the canvas yet again.
And the man with no fear starting to pick up the pace. Rollins doesn't want to be there. Oh!
Both boots driving all the wind out of Rollins' lungs. It'll be time for the Penta driver.
Rollins gonna battle out of it, however. And now, you're looking for a buckle bomb. Penta lands on his feet momentarily. Reversal, Penta into the corner. Oh, look at this. Oh, goodness. Backstabber by Penta. Cover. Hooks the inside leg. Kick out by Rollins.
Poor Oracle was beside himself for a moment. Take another look at this. First, this face first swing blade by Penta. And then up and over we go. 2 knees to the spine. Backstabber. And a count of about 2.5. Rollins taken.
Sold out crowd tonight in Providence, showing the respect of both these superstars. Electric night as we head into an electric weekend. Nashville for SmackDown Friday. Great American Bash. Saturday night's main event, Evolution on Sunday in Atlanta. Penta fighting out of it. And Rollins beat him to the punch, and wow, there's the power of Rollins.
My goodness.
Oh, and a knee right to the gut.
Gutbuster by the visionary. Rollins now making the climb to the top turnbuckle. Penta's down.
Rollins mocking Penta, frog splash. Cover. Penta kicks out an air fall.
See, yeah, gotta say,
Second guessing himself with valid reason. Seth launches himself from the top turnbuckle. Look at the full extension on the frog splash. All of Rollins' body weight crashing down.
And Rollins learning a lot about the toughness of Penta here tonight.
Seth could be lining it up.
Looking for the stomp. Looking for the stomp on Penta. Penta middle of the ring. Rollins, nobody home.
Penta out of the way just in time. Here comes Rollins once again.
Set up on the top rope, kick to the temple. That'll stun Rollins.
Terribly dangerous predicament for both superstars.
Uh-oh. This doesn't
Penta
look
looking
good.
potentially for a superplex now. Change of plans up top.
Lands on the apron. Great change for Penta. What is he going to do here? Penta now. Hurricane Rana. What athleticism by Penta. And now looking for the Penta. Oh, there it is! For the win over Rollins! And Seth just managed to get the shoulder up somehow off the Penta driver.
This was too close to call. Penta sending Rollins straight down. Penta driver.
I don't know how Rollins got his shoulder up. Pure instinct, perhaps, there.
Rollins is a survivor. We know that.
Heyman pleading with Rollins. He knows Rollins can ill afford a loss here tonight. And he looks to continue to establish the legacy of this new group. Well, let's go Penta chance. Penta now. We saw what he did to Chad Gable with this move. The sacrifice, he calls it. Rollins fighting out.
Obviously, Rollins has done his homework. Pop up. Look at the power of Mr. Money in the Bank.
Rollins with a buckle bomb. Oh, Mexican Destroyer. What a move by Penta. Cover. Rollins was too close to the bottom rope.
A fortuitous bounce for the body of Seth freaking Rollins. First the buckle bomb into the Mexican Destroyer by Penta, and as luck would have it, Rollins just a little too close to the bottom rope. And this one rolls on.
Yeah, lost his breath for a moment. And now Penta looking to put Rollins away once again. Oh, and Rollins, he went low. Rollins caught Penta with a head to the groin.
Or did Penta pull Rollins up?
Well, look at the expression on Seth's face. Obviously, that was not inadvertent, and neither was the stomp. And Rollins off that low blow that caught Penta will put Penta away. 3 for 3 for Rollins and company tonight.
Here is your winner, Seth freaking Rollins.
Always finds a way. Who the hell's he walking up to his phone? Oh boy.
I have my guesses.
Yeah, well, it was. Yeah, there you go. Braun Breaker, Big Bronson Reed coming out here for more destruction tonight. Penta is helpless. What the hell? LA Knight! What force trauma? BFT! Hit and run on Rollins!
God damn it.
And LA Knight escapes getting the last laugh tonight!
Oh, fuck you. No, fuck you, bitch. No.
Seth Rollins, somebody's got your number heading into Saturday and Saturday night's main event. The weekend in Atlanta, Great American Bash, 3 o'clock Saturday. 8 o'clock Saturday night. Saturday night's main event, and Sunday at 7. It's Evolution. Those are East Coast times. We'll see you in Atlanta.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well, the show's over. It was okay. Nothing that exciting, but, well, why not? Oh, never mind. Anyway, Sir unfortunately didn't make it. But on behalf of Sean and on behalf of John Batcher, one last time, Christy, Crystal, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, Caitlin, good night. I'll see you tomorrow. And thank you to all of you for being with us. We may or may not see you Saturday, but regardless, we will see you Wednesday for Dynamite.
And Sunday for One's Evolution.
And Sunday for Evolution. All right, then. For Sean, John, I'm Michael Paul. Thank you and good night.
Like and subscribe.